This started after I left the London School of Furniture. I built guitars in my garage for a while, and 25 years later, there are now 10 of us building our own brand of unique guitars out of our workshop in Canterbury. Welcome to episode 3. Today we're going to see some necks being fitted to bodies, we're going to see some guitars being glued up, bridges on, fretboards on, and some binding, and we have a new machine arriving.
Clearing some glue for those messy buggers in the bodybuilding department. Like that Greg over there. Where is he? There he is. He's good. Right now I'm cleaning up the mortise for the neck joint with a chisel, just to remove any excess glue and make it perfect. So hopefully the tenon here will slide into it. Hopefully. So I'm just cleaning off some grain filler and bits of. It's pretty clean actually. So that goes in nicely. So next up we've got to flatten everything perfectly. So there, that needs some work, as does that. So I generally remove high spots with a quite a aggressive block. Eventually work it back to what they would use downstairs for the sanding. At this stage it's 180 grit, and then it gets grain filled, and then it goes to 240. So now I'm checking the level with the light there, so it's nice and flat along this area where we're going to fit the neck, which means it'll work a lot nicer, you know. Then we check this there, it looks pretty good. We get a gold star for the boys downstairs, and the neck fit is unique for every guitar, so each guitar will want something different. It is something here holding it up. So it's one of these things, it can take 20 minutes or it can take an hour, so it's going to be a long episode today.
I'm doing the same thing, so I'm just fine-tuning the fit of this neck to this jumbo here, dialing it in, and again, taking a long time to do it.
No, don't be so hard on yourself, Greg. Greg's only been doing this a couple of months.
Slow and steady is.
And I've done about 1,000 of them, so I'm a little bit faster. But when Greg's done 1,000 of them, he'll be just as fast, if not faster, I'm sure. Look at the size of his chisel. It's going to, you know, feel a bit inaccurate, you know. Yeah, that's the undercut. So to get a perfect join here, you undercut and then you pull paper, which putting paper through a neck joint is a bit of a dark art, although it looks incredibly simple. So we're going to start with a 120 grit. And yeah, I think the better you get, you do more with the chisel and less with the paper, and it's quicker that way. Yeah, we want it to look pretty, but it's 3 things. So we need a joint that's perfectly closed, which that isn't just yet, that's nearly there. You see it's closed in the middle, not so much on the ends. We need it closed here, we need it closed here, we need it the right angle back and forth like this, and we need it to be perfect this way as well. So you're chasing this, you're chasing that, and a perfect joint at the same time. Right, so here I'm just shimming up the jig for drilling the holes for the bolt-on neck joint, so that's good. So now as soon as we get a bolt in, we're sort of into the sort of main phase of neck fitting, where we find out how much trouble it's going to be. Now I'm going to check the neck angle, which is actually just about where we want it. It's sitting about 1/2 mil over the bridge here, so you've got about 1/2 millimetre. So that's just about. So I got lucky there, so that's good. Now I'm going to check the side to side. See there, nice good fit along there.
Yeah.
And we've got it perfectly side to side, the same right height off the bridge, so it's ready for the next stage.
What you up to, Tom?
Mate, this is chiselling the body in preparation for gluing the bridge and the neck on. It's a very delicate job. It needs the most skilled people in the building to do it. So that's why I'm doing it. Also where all the pressure is. So if it goes wrong, it's my fault, everyone blames me. So I'm suitably terrified, but it's all good. Yeah?
Yeah.
I've chiselled all this out. I've got to go and buff the end just to get the scratches out. And then we're going to glue it up. And it's all going to go really, really well. You don't want to glue onto the paint because the glue will, the tension of strings is going to rip that lacquer off. And the bridge is going to go flying and hit someone right in the face. Probably me when I string it up. So we don't want, well, some people might want that. Laurence probably is all about that. This is the finesse, mate. This is all about finesse. They call me Lord Finesse normally. And yeah, that's just how it is. No, that's Laurence's nickname. It's not. I shouldn't steal his nickname here. It's not fair. Lord Finesse. He likes it. He does like it. It does make him feel good when I call him by Lord Finesse. That's it, I'm wiping all that excess lacquer off there now, so it's nice and clean. Everything's nice and clean. Just make sure everything's correct. Ready. Look, you want a little bit of squeeze out, you don't want so much that you have to clean it up forever. Get your pinky involved. It's always a good idea to get the pinky involved. Can be a very useful tool for many jobs, the old pinky. Trying to get an even bit of glue. What's there? If there's too much, which there is a little bit too much there, just a bit off, get it on your finger and you wipe it on the glue stick, the glue shaft. Got that there. I've got a clean pinky again, that's good. Right, the neck going on. There you go, neck is in. He's in, get your bolt. Stick your bolt in there. Find where it wants to live. It wants to live there. Yeah, that's it. You've got to be really zen and calm. No pressure at all.
Should we get Greg to watch as well? Yeah? Come on, Greg. You're gonna watch Tom do this delicate thing.
Zen.
So he's Zen master, we can't put him off.
Zen.
He studies in the temple in Thailand with Mark. That's the only reason he went to Thailand, wasn't to do it.
Good. It's good when it's quite tight. Rather it tight than loose. It's never fun. Alright, get that in there. Neck is on. You want to clamp it up. Make sure it's all fitting nice. Pop that couple on the top there. Our clamps involved. Your clamp. Yeah, that's nice. That's tight. That's good. So you have like a lot of squeeze out there. That's good. That's a good sign. We do. You could just loosen the bolts a little bit, and the neck will find where it wants to live.
Lasers arrived.
You got shucks.
Just go and get this laser out of the van. Need some muscle, and we haven't got any.
All right.
Something we can pick up right now. But it's going to take it apart to get it in. Go.
There's Martin Silliger from Lakewood Guitars. That's the company you need to check out for the lasers. But I'll send you the details. Is it nice?
Andy, you get on that side as it comes through. We're on the wheel arch. What side do you move? I think we're alright. I think there's a little bit of support in the middle just in case.
Can you hold that?
Good? Yeah, we've got the weight. Good. Going down on the wheels here. Gently. Slow.
So this is a brand new laser cutter. You saw the laser cutter the other day, but this one's going upstairs because there's always a queue to get on the laser cutter now. So we just thought we'd better get another one, and then people can be more productive. And so that's what we're doing. So you're going to lift this up by yourself, okay?
So I'm just marking the location of the hill cap, which is where we talked about this undercut earlier. The hill cap is decoration, but really it covers up this. So to get a good joint, you need a hill cap. It's not just to look pretty.
As they say in The Sopranos, it is but a hair away.
So that's now perfectly lined up with the binding. Hill cap cut out on the laser cutter. Gotta be really perfect. And the final fit is done on a Monday by me, and we've been training Tom up on that the last week or so. That needs to be completely seamless. It just blends in with the binding. So let's speed this bit up.
Come on, Zach. Cool.
Fucking hell. We're at the end of the bottle. Don't film it. Sorry. Fucking film. We'll try that again. It's just so cute, Dave. That's what fun. So, we don't want to throw it away and get a new bottle just yet. We want to.
Really get the
Alistair will sack me if I do that. There we go. That's a nice one. Greg assisting. That's nice. There we go. 1909. And it's a white rice. This is for Chicago Music Exchange in the US of A. There we go. So the next thing we do it now is we sand this downstairs, and then it's ready for grain filling. Sheet. What's that? So I've just roughed it out on the big boy sander, which gets rid of probably about 80% of the work very quickly. You can go wrong very quickly.
Big thing.
Very
You
big.
want me for my size.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all where it wants to be, sanded to 180, and then it'll be grain filled and sanded to 240, and then taken to fill over there.
Oh, don't worry, I'm just
I don't mind.
trolley when they've done the heavy stuff.
That's my job.
Watching fingers.
Yeah.
Hang on. There we go. So, yeah, we can really chop that. If I grab it. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Going up.
Yep.
On the front.
Yep. That's heavy, man.
this is the binding room. I won't say where the magic happens because there's a lot more magic than that, obviously. Basically what we do is, the binding is to kind of, well, it makes it look pretty as well, but it's also to stop moisture going in as well, and protects the corners from any kind of bangs and knocks and things like that. So my main job is to attach the binding around the side, on both sides there. And then once that's done, this is a lot more messier than what it normally is, I promise you, but got this very watery thin glue, and then we pour it all the way around all the back and sides, and really get it soaked in. And then once that's done, we take the orbital sander, which is over there, and then we cut it back to pair it with the body, basically. So we'll end up with what I prepared earlier. Always wanted to say that. So yeah, it's nice and smooth, nice and squared on the edges. And the other thing I do actually, which you won't get on these style of guitars, because it's just got cream binding, but on these ones we have purfling as well, which are these separate pieces of black and white black or white strips, things like that. Because once I've cut those back with the palm sander, they go up to Laurence upstairs. You've probably already seen him fitting necks. So he'll fit. And then it comes back down to me, and what we do is grain fill it with this lovely mucky stuff. We've got two types, one for the rosewood style guitars and one for the mahogany guitars. So these are all ones that have been grain filled, and then the necks will have it on there as well, both on the face of the headstock and on the back. We don't touch the fretboard. So yeah, that's kind of my world.
We're going to go and get some food for nourishment.
Do you think you could possibly hurry it up a little bit?
Yeah, come on, let's go. We go now.
I'm getting quite hungry.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, that's it. There, yeah. These are the lovely ladies that give us food every day. They're very helpful, very nice. Always do a good job for us. Lovely. You can tell they're all really nervous, which is nice for them, isn't it?
No, he does. They're not showing off on camera. He does. More than he might making guitars.
Oh, you're doing such a good job there.
Yeah, go on. Playing.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and share, and follow us on Instagram. And if there's anything you'd like to see us cover in these videos, please leave some comments in the boxes below. Thanks for watching.